And she is something different. She is a legit stretch four. And the single most annoying thing is still that the Fever were so set in Damiris Dantas that they got rid of Temi. Like, could you imagine having Temi as a backup five? The lucky thing is that long term, I do think that
the Indiana Fever appear to have discovered a valuable addition to their roster in Chloe Bibby, though it's important not to overstate the uniqueness of this find. While many players across professional basketball could potentially provide contributions similar to Bibby's, her significance lies in addressing specific roster needs that current players have been unable to meet. Players like Dear Dantas, Natasha Howard, and Brianna Turner have not offered the particular skill set that Bibby brings to the court. Even though there may be dozens of other players with similar abilities, Bibby's availability and compatibility with the team's system made her acquisition particularly meaningful. She contributed 8 points in just 10 minutes of playing time, demonstrating impressive efficiency and impact in a limited role. Bibby showed flashes of dominance within her assigned role, establishing herself as a legitimate stretch-forward option for Indiana's frontcourt rotation. Her arrival filled a void left by previous front office decisions, such as the organization's earlier commitment to Dantas, which proved frustrating especially when considering they released Tiara McCowan to pursue that route. Having as a backup center today would have provided valuable depth. The Fever were also fortunate in the draft, as the availability of players like Michaela Onenware at picks 18 or 19 was largely a result of unexpected selections by other teams. These unpredictable choices caused teams to pass on players like Nia Dupuak and Timson, giving Indiana a chance to select someone they otherwise wouldn't have had access to. Chloe Bibby has emerged as a unique asset for the Fever's current roster. Her ability to knock down open jump shots adds a dimension that had been missing from Indiana's forward rotation. When Bibby is left open, she capitalizes, making her a trusted offensive threat. Her shooting isn't her only contribution. She also registered a block against Maddie Westbeld, grabbed 2 rebounds, and consistently ran hard in transition, demonstrating hustle and effort that impressed both coaches and fans. She even played over Dantas, who found herself completely removed from the rotation. Bibby's presence not only shifted the rotation, but also sent a message about the direction the coaching staff preferred. Some reports mention Bibby nearly recorded for steals, though those numbers require confirmation, yet her defensive engagement and court awareness were clearly impactful. While she may not be the best overall player Indiana could have signed, her reliability when left open, her energy, and her understanding of spacing make her a valuable addition. She's not just standing still. Bibby constantly moves, spots up effectively, relocates, and contributes to the offensive flow. In one sequence, she even secured a rebound and pushed the ball up the floor, herself showcasing mobility that adds to her versatility. Compared to Dantas, Bibby has proven to be a much better fit, not just for her shooting, but for her ability to move within the system. She also participated in some experimental lineups, including one that featured her alongside Lexi Hall, Sophie Cunningham, and anywhere with either Erica Wheeler or Caitlin Clark completing the lineup. These combinations may have seemed unconventional, but they reflected a willingness from the coaching staff to explore Bibby's utility in various strategic setups. One such lineup, late in the game, paired Bibby with Hull, Cunningham, Kelsey Mitchell, and possibly Ari McDonald or Grace Berger. While the groupings may have been unusual, they spoke to Bibby's flexibility and the coach's growing trust. In her game, earlier evaluations of Bibby may have been too harsh, focusing on perceived weaknesses rather than recognizing what she can contribute. Her success formula is simple: put in maximum effort and make open shots. If she consistently meets these expectations, she absolutely justifies her place on the roster. Her international experience provides context during the Asia Cup final. Bibby played only 6 minutes, revealing her lower status on Australia's national team depth chart. Even within Australia's B team for that tournament, which featured no WNBA players, Bibby was at the end of the rotation. Yet despite this, system fit and role execution matter more than pure talent level in this context. That same logic supports the argument for future selections like Hannah Stokey, regardless of projected draft position. A player with Stokey's shooting, high motor, and quickness could be a great complementary piece alongside Indiana's core. Building around Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston requires surrounding them with efficient shooters who bring energy and endurance. These complementary players don't have to be stars, they just need to fit. Kelsey Mitchell, in particular, has played well enough recently to merit consideration for a major contract extension. Her scoring and consistent decision-making have elevated her profile within the franchise. If her high level of play continues, she could justifiably become the team's highest-paid player. Mitchell, Boston, and Clark form a solid core, but achieving championship-level success depends on constructing the right supporting cast with skills that enhance the stars rather than detract from them. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark has experienced a rough patch with high turnover, counts 8 in her last game and 7 in the one before. She appears mentally drained and emotionally off-kilter compared to her earlier performances, especially since the high-profile on-court altercation during the Connecticut Sun game dubbed the Barbie Brawl. Whether her current absence is due to a legitimate groin injury or a mental reset is unclear, but it's worth questioning if the team is strategically giving her a timeout to recalibrate. Her absence has had noticeable effects on the league, including a dip in TV ratings. This may have created pressure for her to return early, which could have led to further physical setbacks. Rushing recovery from one injury often leads to another, complicating both short and long-term plans. Long-term planning may not necessarily include Chloe Bibby, especially since there are players like Rebecca Allen now with the Chicago Sky who offer a clear upgrade at Bibby's position. Allen provides similar shooting and movement, but with more advanced overall skills. However, for the moment, Bibby's edge over Dantas lies in her consistent shooting. If Dantas were to regain her shooting form, the rotation could shift again. Still, based on current performance, Bibby offers more immediate value. In summary, Bibby's contribution lies not in her ceiling as a player, but in her fit within Indiana's current system. She fills a specific gap, provides needed spacing, plays with effort, and brings enough versatility to earn minutes over more established names, regardless of what the future holds. Right now, she's doing exactly what the team needs, trying hard, hitting open shots, and creating possibilities for the Fever's offense to function more efficiently.